settlement. My padre, I'm highly honored to be here today for this groundbreaking ceremony for the Waidamudamu informal settlement, which we have basically been discussing for last couple of years. And this is yet another milestone in our effort to provide affordable and decent housing to all Fijians. As the residents tried to establish themselves by adapting to their new homes, the absence of the good road, electricity, clean water, and permanent employment in nearby urban centers made them resilient as individual families and community as a whole. The residents here, they sought the government's assistance to improve their livelihood, and that was in terms of roads, provision of clean water supply, and now finally the full upgrading program. Today's ceremony is the housing program to be launched by the government through my ministry. This demonstrates the genuine care and commitment shown by the government in ensuring affordable and decent housing communities in line with the Bill of Rights to Housing and Sanitation, enshrined in our Constitution and National Development Framework of building a better Fiji for all Fijians. This groundbreaking of Waidamudamu, held today, will signify the interest that was shown towards this project and making things happen. The commencement of the civil construction works that will be undertaken by the contractor, multi-work civil engineering contractors, will cost the government around $5 million. Brothers and sisters, the Waidamudamu informal settlement project will provide you all with a total of 266 residential lots. And on completion of this project, 266 eligible tenants, or 1,330 people will have access to fully serviced housing lots and of course 99 years residential lease. All these issues that you have presented to us when we came to visit you have been taken into account while designing the upgrades. This I'm talking about the meeting that we had here. We had a Talanua session, 1-to-1. And after that, your committee came to my office. We had another round of meeting so that we make sure that everything is done in accordance to what you want and not what we want. And this is what's going to happen on ground now. To address the backlog of informal settlements in Fiji, my ministry is currently working on the followings. 1, completion of the civil construction works for 3 informal settlements, namely Duvu in Singatoka, Lendrusasa in Nandi, and Omkar in Nasinu, with total of 397 residential lots. 2, continuation of civil construction works for Dombati Central with a total of 247 residential lots in Nasinu. 3, signed the consultancy service agreement for Tavenga Venga in Ba with another 343 lots. And tender for the civil construction work for Sasavira for another 151 lots. Ladies and gentlemen, these housing projects will reduce the informal settlement upgrading program backlog. And to support our brothers and sisters in informal settlement, the government will provide fully serviced housing lots and, of course, the required financials to kickstart and assist with the construction of your residential homes. My ministry have continued to provide the following housing grants. Since its inception, the Housing Assistance Grant for the first-time homeowners in 2014, the ministry had assisted a total of 1,200 families who became the proud first homeowners. A total grant of around $7 million have been expended. $2 million for purchasing readily built home and $5 million for the purchase of land and construction. Through this ongoing program, government instills the pride of ownership in the hearts and minds of our Fijians. Ladies and gentlemen, whilst the government has put its best foot forward towards assisting the housing needs for all Fijians, I will re-emphasize the remarks of our Honorable Prime Minister when he opened the new housing units in Langi Langi Housing Project. And this is what he had to say. The need for partnership and extended invitation to the private sector, our development partners and NGOs to come forward and help government to provide decent and affordable housing for all Fijians. Therefore, I deeply acknowledge and appreciate that this project would not have been possible without the assistance of our landowners. Can we all put our hands together and say thank you? For this, I most sincerely thank you. I also invite other landowning units that wishes to utilize their land in this way to contact our ministry officials so that we can take things forward. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, coming back to the purpose of this groundbreaking ceremony housing project, I would like to thank my ministry for working hard in reaching to this stage. The patience of you, the residents, and the engineering consultants, and of course, as I've mentioned, our contractor. What I expect from you, the residents in this area, is to work with this team and make this happen. And it will only happen if we all can work together. And I have got no doubt in my mind whatsoever that you, the residents here, will work with the team and will make this thing happen. So on this note, I have the great pleasure in officiating the groundbreaking ceremony of the Waidamudamu Informal Settlement Civil Construction Works.